listening to Peterborough's community radio, Salam Radio. Salam Radio. 106.2 FM.
Hello, it's me. I have finally found.
Assalamu alaikum, all the listeners and viewers of Salam Radio 106.2 FM.
Assalamu alaikum, listeners and viewers. My name is Zoya Idris.
And my name is Dr. Erum Khan.
And today I welcome you to another episode of Mummy Radio, Navigating the U Journey.
ज़ोया, बहुत शुक्रिया आज फिर यहाँ आने का, तशरीफ़ लाने का और ये प्रोग्राम करने का, क्योंकि तमाम लिसनर्स जो आज इस प्रोग्राम को सुन रहे हैं और देख रहे हैं इस सलाम रेडियो F 106.2 के तवस्सुत से, तो आज हम उन्हें बताना चाहते हैं कि हम लिए जा रहे हैं एक और ज़बरदस्त से शो में जिस पे आप बात कर सकेंगे. क्या बात कर सकेंगे ज़ोया, आप ही बता दीजिए.
So today we'll be talking about, are we doing good from a child's perspective?
Oh, so ये शो आपका है ज़ोया. तो आप ये प्लान कर रही हैं, आज बताना चाह रही हैं कि जो किड्स हैं, जो बच्चे हैं आपकी उम्र के, डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप के, क्या वो पेरेंट्स के लिए बल्कि हम सब कम्युनिटी के लिए कुछ अच्छा भी कर रहे हैं. सो मेरे ख्याल से ये आपने बहुत बहुत सोच कर इस टॉपिक को, बड़ा ही अच्छा टॉपिक आपने चूज़ किया है, जो मैं समझती हूँ कि इसमें हमारी तमाम मेंबर्स जो कम्युनिटी के हैं, पेरेंट्स भी हैं और बाकी लोग हैं जो भी जिनका ताल्लुक उन बच्चों से पड़ता है एवरीडे लाइफ, तो वो बता सकते हैं, आप भी बता सकते हो. तो आज हम आपके पर्सपेक्टिव सुनना चाहेंगे कि आर यू डूइंग गुड फॉर अस. और कुछ कहना चाहेंगे ज़ोया, इस प्रोग्राम को हम शुरू करते हैं, लेकिन इससे पहले कि हम मज़ीद आपसे बात करें, हम बताना चाहेंगे इफ़ यू वांट टू बी द पार्ट ऑफ अ शो, तो आप हमें कैसे ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं?
You can join us on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook,
X and Twitch. और अगर आप चाहें हमें अपना लाइव स्ट्रीम कमेंट्स ड्रॉप करना, तो यू कैन डू थ्रू आवर फेसबुक. और साथ ही साथ अगर आप हमें इस स्टूडियो में लाइव कॉल करना चाहते हैं, आज की शो में हमें इंगेज करना चाहते हैं, अच्छे से डिस्कशन का हिस्सा बनना चाहते हैं, तो यू कैन डायल अस एट 01733 602 133 पे. और अगर चाहते हो टेक्स्ट ड्रॉप करना, यू कैन डू इट एट 07411 191 062. तो प्रोग्राम का आगाज़ करते हैं और ज़ोया से बातचीत करते हैं कि वो क्या हमें बताना चाहेंगे आज के प्रोग्राम के हवाले से. जी ज़ोया, over to you.
So today, today we picked this topic, are we doing good from a child's perspective? Well, I think that we should be looking more carefully into our children. And seeing if they're doing the right thing, if they're doing the wrong thing, you should explain, and how you should make the child's perspective even better than before.
तो इसका मतलब है कि आपने फिर जिम्मेदारी पेरेंट्स पे ही डाल दी है कि उनको चाहिए कि वो बच्चों का ख्याल रखें, बच्चों को देखें कि वो ठीक कर रहे हैं कि नहीं. लेकिन अगर आप अपने आप से सवाल करें ज़ोया, एज अ चाइल्ड, तो आप बता सकती हैं कि आप क्या समझती हैं, नॉट इंडिविजुअली अ चाइल्ड, लाइक आई एम टॉकिंग, यू आर प्रेजेंटिंग डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप ऑफ किड्स ऑफ दिस एज एंड डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप एज वेल. तो आज के दौर में रहते हुए आपको लगता है कि बच्चे अच्छा कर रहे हैं पेरेंट्स के लिए, टीचर्स के लिए, कम्युनिटी के लिए?
So there's some children. I've seen loads of people that have been hurt, like, since I've been on BBC News, and I figure out a way of bullying because I've been through bullying, and so I know now that I can, because people, I can. Even nowadays, I can see people sitting down with their knees crossed and just with their face on their hands, and then just crying. They want to be like, they don't want to be participated. They don't want to be like part of it, because when I got bullied, I felt sad and I wasn't like myself. And it's the same with people.
So you're talking adults or kids?
Yeah.
आप ये दोनों की बात कर रही हैं?
Yeah.
तो आपके ख्याल में जो मेरा आपसे सवाल है ज़ोया, I agree कि आज के दौर में मुख्तलिफ we are taking lots of challenges of life, we're going definite pressure of living, life standards, inflation is getting very high, people have to go ahead for their career, they have to look after their families, they have to look after themselves, they have to take the challenge of the changing weather, the green effects of the and the carbon effects throughout the globe. लेकिन इसके अलावा हम अगर बच्चों की बात करें तो बच्चों को कैसे अपने पेरेंट्स के लिए सपोर्टिव हो सकते हैं या होना चाहिए. मैं ये आज जानना चाहूँगी एज अ मम, एज अ पेरेंट, कि बच्चे क्या हमारे लिए कुछ कर सकते हैं और क्या वो अच्छा कर रहे हैं. आई एम वेरी वेरी होपफुल कि आप इस पे बहुत अच्छा हमें पर्सपेक्टिव अपना जो है वो अपने कॉन्सेप्ट्स जो बच्चों के जहन में होते हैं, जो बच्चे सोचते हैं, मैं चाहती हूँ जो बच्चे सोच रहे हों आपकी उम्र में रहते हुए, आज हम उस पर बात करें कि आप क्या समझती हैं कि आप पेरेंट्स को मदद कर रहे हैं या आपको पेरेंट्स की मदद करनी चाहिए. ना सिर्फ पेरेंट्स की बल्कि टीचर्स की, कम्युनिटी इंगेजमेंट में जो भी लोग आपके साथ साथ काम कर रहे हैं. तो आपका जो सवाल है मैं आप ही की तरफ उसको दोहराना चाहूँगी कि आर यू गुड्स डूइंग गुड, ये आपका पर्सपेक्टिव है, तो उस पे आप हमें क्या बताना चाहेंगे.
So, since I said, I think that people should be looking more carefully into their children and how they should be acting. And so I've got a little rules, 5 rules, how to obey them and how to.
So how
listen
the
carefully.
kids could perform the
Yeah.
best towards your parents and the community. Okay, ठीक है. क्या क्या चीज़ें हो सकती हैं जो बच्चे कर सकते हैं.
So number 1, loving them and respecting them.
Loving and respecting to who, Zoya?
Loving and respecting, because this is all about are we doing good from a child's perspective. So we're talking about the child.
So child should love and respect to who?
They should respect to the parents.
And the parents. And I think parents के अलावा जो उनके साथ रहते हैं, उनके साथ ज़िंदगी गुजारते हैं, उन सब की, they could be definitely, of course, the parents, teachers, trainers, care workers, or grandparents, or extended families, or community members. They're working along, they're living along. हर दुनिया में हर एक वक्त पर हर एक मिनट में आप मुख्तलिफ लोगों के साथ ज़िंदगी में शामिल होते हैं, उनके साथ हिस्सा बनते हैं. For instance, you are in a bus, so you are definitely interact with different people next to you, or bus drivers, or suppose you're going to you're going shopping in any shopping mall or a store, so you're just interacting with people at sales representatives. They're just doing at the till. You're talking to them. Gardeners doing some gardening work, or like any people who are training you for your gym. People are teaching you different languages, or in the mosque. So ये सारे लोग हैं जिनको आपने प्यार देना है और इनकी रिस्पेक्ट करनी है. तो आप फिर से आपसे शुरू करते हैं. So we're saying about you should give love and care to your parents. तो ये कैसे होगा?
ये कैसे होता है, इसलिए ये because since this topic is number 1 rule is loving them and respecting them, because this is not just like any rule that you can only do one time. Like the rule, like say in school, the rule is you can only press the fire alarm once. That's it. It's like that.
Yeah. तो एक ये rule को ये it's not the written black and white rule that बस आपने एक ही दफ़ा parents से प्यार करना. You have to keep doing it. You have to keep respecting your parents until even you get older. सिर्फ बच्चे होके ही नहीं. तो आपकी बात मुझे बहुत अच्छी लगी जोया, कि सिर्फ बच्चे होके ही आपको प्यार नहीं करना, बल्कि जब आप बड़े हो रहे हों और बड़े हो रहे हों और आप पेरेंट की उम्र में भी पहुंच जाएं, जब भी आपको अपने पेरेंट्स की रिस्पेक्ट करनी है और उनसे लव करना है. ये कहना चाहती हैं?
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds very good to me. अच्छा जोया, अब चूँकि आगे बात हम कर रहे हैं, तो आपको लगता है कि आपकी जो उम्र के बच्चे हैं वो अपने पेरेंट्स की रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं और लव करते हैं आज के दौर में रहते हुए? Today's challenge, today's life, kids, do you think they are doing well in terms of respecting and loving their parents? Are they doing that?
Yeah. People are.
You mean kids?
Yeah, kids.
Yeah.
But there could be people as well, adults.
Absolutely, adults.
And I think people are doing good by respecting, loving the parents, even like anyone. Because anyone, every single person in this world, in this dunya, has at least one mother and one father, unless.
Yeah, unless other condition otherwise. So they love you. Think the kids are doing it. अच्छा ठीक है, आपको पता है पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों से बहुत प्यार करते हैं, ठीक है, लेकिन पेरेंट्स भी प्यार करते हैं, बच्चे भी प्यार करते हैं. तो जो दूसरा फैक्टर आपने अभी बताया है जोया, वो है रिस्पेक्ट का. You need to respect your parents. तो कि रिस्पेक्ट कैसे कर सकते हैं बच्चे? What to do to respect your parents?
So to respect your parents, you protect them and take care of them.
Take care of them. And or इसके अलावा?
And you try if any danger comes near them, you should try to protect them and try to risk it for a biscuit.
Right. Okay, but
do not risk it because there's an actual reason behind it that you're doing that risk it for a biscuit.
But my question again, Zoya, respect कैसे दी जाए पेरेंट्स को या अपने टीचर्स को या अपने बड़ों को? आप कैसे रिस्पेक्ट देंगे? आपने उनको बचाना है, उनको हेल्प करना है, लेकिन मेरा आप कुछ दूसरे तरीके से मैं आपसे ज़रा पूछूंगी कि ये तो आप उनको सिक्योरिटी दे रहे हैं, सेफ्टी दे रहे हैं, लेकिन आपके ख्याल में हाउ डू यू डिफाइन रिस्पेक्टिंग पेरेंट्स? रिस्पेक्ट कैसे करें उनको?
You respect them by loving them.
Okay, you respect them by loving them. यानी अगर आप उन्हें प्यार करते हैं, रिस्पेक्ट करते हैं, तो जाहिर सी बात है कि आप उन्हें, तो मैं जो समझ पा रही हूँ वो ये कि आपको उनको डर के रिस्पेक्ट नहीं देनी चाहिए. You should not be get scared of your parents, बल्कि उन्हें प्यार करने के साथ रिस्पेक्ट देनी चाहिए. If you love someone, you respect them, not because you are scared of them. यही कहना चाहती हैं जोया? I think it's very, very beautiful, Zoya, very beautiful. So rather, you can't respect anyone if you're scared of them. You only respect if you love them. तो आप अपने पेरेंट्स से डर के रिस्पेक्ट ना दें, अपने पेरेंट्स को प्यार के साथ, मोहब्बत के साथ रिस्पेक्ट दें. और रिस्पेक्ट कैसे दे सकते हैं? Listen to them. If they're telling you something, try to understand what they're talking about. Sit down with them, have a good discussion, detailed conversation with them. Always try to turn the limitation into the opportunities. जो आपकी कमी है, जो आप में लगता है कि लिमिटेशंस हैं, लिमिटेशंस मीन्स मे बी कुछ बच्चे होते हैं जो वक्त पे नहीं उठ पाते, वक्त पे काम नहीं कर पाते, वक्त पे होमवर्क नहीं कर पाते, वक्त पे किसी जगह नहीं जा पाते, या फिर उनको कुछ काम कहा जाता है, पेरेंट्स उन्हें कुछ करने के लिए कहते हैं, मे बी जस्ट वेरी लाइक शोज हो, हल्के फुल्के जो कुछ चीज़ें होती जो घर में मिल के कर लेनी चाहिए, वो बच्चे कभी नहीं कर पाते, तो वो उन्हें करनी चाहिए पेरेंट्स के लिए, अपने लिए. सो व्हाट वी थिंक जोया कि अगर आप पेरेंट्स के लिए करते हैं तो आप एक्चुअली अपने लिए करते हैं, क्योंकि दिस ग्रोज लव बिटवीन पेरेंट्स एंड अमंगस्ट किड्स. आपके दरमियानी मोहब्बत और प्यार बढ़ती रहती है. तो हम ऐसा करते हैं कि वी go towards Nasheed and then we come back to the conversation. और फिर अगर हमारे listeners or viewers आज इस प्रोग्राम को ज्वाइन करना चाहें तो वो हमें ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं through live stream of Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, और डायल कर सकते हैं हमारे प्रोग्राम में हिस्सा बनने के लिए at 01733602133 पे. और अगर चाहें टेक्स्ट ड्रॉप करना तो they can do through 074111911 and 062 पे. तो जोया, हम बात का सिलसिला जारी रखेंगे और अभी मैं आपको अच्छे से एक नशीद सुनाती हूँ.
Cried 1,000 times, wanna tell you I'm sorry.
Sometimes I can't see where I'm supposed to go. Sometimes I speed up when I should take it slow. But through all my hard times, when I lose my way, you're concealing my mistakes, yeah. I know you're always by my side, never turning out your light. When I need you most, your stars will shine. When I'm out there in the darkest place, worn and tired, I can still see you illuminate all my skies. When it feels like I've fallen too far from you, they are guiding me through. Whenever I feel down, you can lift me up, turning my life around with your love. No matter how rough it gets, I can wear a smile, 'cause your mercy never dries, yeah. I Know you're always by my side, never turning out your light. When I need you most, your stars will shine. When I'm out there in the darkest place, worn and tired, I can still see you illuminate all my skies. When it feels like I've fallen too far from you, they are guiding me through. They are guiding me through. Ain't nobody, no nobody that knows me like you do. Ain't nobody makes me feel this way. Yeah, you got no worries, no worries about anything, 'cause I know you're always there. Oh, when I'm out there in the darkest place, worn and tired, I can still see you illuminate all my skies. When it feels like I've fallen too far from you, they are guiding me through. They are guiding me through. They are guiding me through.
राइट तो हम सुन रहे थे महजन बाय माई साइड और हम वापस ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं आपको अपने शो में मम्मी रेडियो नेविगेटिंग द यू जर्नी और एक दफ़ा फिर हम आपको वेलकम करते हैं और बातचीत हो रही है आज के शो में और जोया मेरे साथ मौजूद हैं और मैं आपके होस्ट डॉक्टर इरम खान और हम बातचीत का सिलसिला जारी रखते हैं कि आर वी डूइंग गुड फ्रॉम अ चाइल्ड्स पर्सपेक्टिव, बच्चे कितना अच्छा कर रहे हैं हमारे लिए आज के दौर में। हम पेरेंट्स उनसे ये सवाल कर रहे हैं और देख रहे हैं कि ये बच्चे जो हैं मज़ीद क्या बेहतरी ला सकते हैं इस प्यार और मोहब्बत और रिस्पेक्ट के जज्बे को बढ़ाने के लिए। तो जोया आपकी तरफ मैं दोबारा से जो है इस प्रोग्राम को बढ़ाती हूँ और आपसे पूछना चाहती हूँ कि आप अभी जिक्र कर रही थी कि सबसे पहला काम जो बच्चों को करना चाहिए वो ये है कि उनको रिस्पेक्ट करनी चाहिए, लव करना चाहिए। और मैं आपसे पूछ रही हूँ कि क्या बच्चे आज के दौर में इतना अच्छा कर रहे हैं? आर दे रियली गिविंग दे पेइंग रिस्पेक्ट टू देयर पेरेंट्स, दे आर लविंग देम? आपको लगता है कि ये टू द हाईएस्ट लेवल दे आर डूइंग इट और स्टिल वी नीड सम इम्प्रूवमेंट, बच्चों को बेहतरी करने की ज़रूरत है? आप क्या समझती हैं?
मैं समझती हूँ children they need to get a little bit better.
उनको बेहतर होना चाहिए।
Yeah.
थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर टेलिंग अस कि बच्चों को थोड़ा इम्प्रूव करना चाहिए क्योंकि बच्चे आपकी बात ज़्यादा सुनेंगे क्योंकि आज आप उन सारे बच्चों को प्रेजेंट कर रही हैं, आप बच्चों के ग्रुप को प्रेजेंट कर रही हैं और मैं सारे पेरेंट्स के ग्रुप को रिप्रेजेंट कर रही हूँ। तो मैं आपसे पूछना चाह रही हूँ कि आर यू गाइज, बिकॉज आप पूछ रहे हैं कि आर वी डूइंग गुड, right? Because that's your perspective from child's perspective, from your age group perspective. तो और आप यकीनन किससे पूछ रहे हैं? ये बात पेरेंट्स से पूछ रहे हैं। तो पेरेंट्स आपको बताएं, आप खुद इस बारे में अपना एवेलुएशन करें, अपने एनालिसिस करें, अपना तज्जिया करें कि आप खुद कितना अच्छा कर रहे हैं। तो और हमेशा कहते हैं कि बेहतरी के लिए आपको खुद अपने आप को सेल्फ असेसमेंट करने की ज़रूरत होती है कि अपने आप को खुद चेक करें बजाय कि कोई आपसे कहे कि यू नो चेक द लिस्ट, चेक द ऑल द कंटेंट्स वो यू अंडरटेकन, रूटीन चेक करें और अपने आप से खुद सवाल करें। सो आप कह रहे हैं बच्चों को थोड़ी बेहतरी की ज़रूरत है, तो आप प्लीज़ आगे बताइए हमें।
So, so children, they need to be obeying. So they need to be obeying their parents.
They should obeying their parents.
Yeah.
अच्छा, इस obeying के हिसाब से there were different school of thoughts, लेकिन चूँकि हम बात करते हैं religion इस्लाम की और माशाल्लाह अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह we are Muslims community और यहाँ तो आपको बताऊँ कि बहुत ज़्यादा emphasize है वालिदैन के हुकूक पे और वालिदैन को उन पे एहसान करने के ऊपर अल्लाह ताला बार बार फरमाते हैं in the Holy Quran। ये बच्चों से औलाद के लिए बच्चों को कहा जाता है कि वालिदैन पे एहसान करें और उनके झिड़की ना दें, उनसे बदतमीज़ी से बात ना करें, उनके साथ बहुत प्यार वाला सलूक अपनाएं। तो एंड ओबे देम, उनकी बात माने, उनकी बात सुने। डेफिनेटली जो जितने बाकी रिलीजन्स हैं उनमें भी तमाम मज़ाहिब में भी बच्चों को अपने पेरेंट्स के साथ अच्छा सलूक करने की अगर सबक दिया जाता है, उनको कहा जाता है। तो ये तो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है कि आपने अपने बच्चे यानी एज अ चाइल्ड आप इस बात को समझ रही हैं और आप ये मैसेज दे रहे हैं तमाम बच्चों को से यू शुड ओबे योर पेरेंट्स, राइट, यू शुड लिसन टू योर पेरेंट्स। आपका मकसद कहने का ये कि यू शुड लिसन टू द पेरेंट्स। तो क्या बात सुननी चाहिए अपने पेरेंट्स की उन्हें?
Like children, they should listen to their parents because you never know, either they have got a problem, they're going through a hard time,
Oh.
or anything.
Yeah. So they should not think that, oh, they are just telling you for the sake of telling you. If they're
Yeah.
telling you, there must be some reason behind. And you want to see if they are like not in a very good mood, if they are like a bit grumpy or they are like not very talking to you very nicely. Even then, you should think maybe they are having a hard time for them, or they're a different day for them. Maybe every day is a different day. So you should really respect them. You should really listen to them, and you should be polite with them, isn't it?
Yeah.
अगर वो आपसे थोड़ी उस समय बात कर रहे हैं या अगर आपसे थोड़ा सा ऑफ होके बात कर रहे हैं तो यू शुड डोंट ट्रीट देम द सेम वे, isn't it? This is what I'm saying. तो उसके लिए आपको क्या सोचना चाहिए? सो अगर आपको लगता है कि पेरेंट्स आर हैविंग अ हार्ड टाइम एंड हाउ यू शुड सपोर्ट एट दैट स्टेज ऑफ देयर लाइफ, अगर पेरेंट्स के साथ मुश्किलात चल रही हैं एज अ चाइल्ड।
So अगर मुश्किल हो रहा है पेरेंट के लिए, the parents, they're going through a hard time, and the children, they should be saying to the parents to not be worried.
Oh, that's that's a magical word. अगर बच्चे उनको कह दें कि please don't worry, right? So that makes their life so easy. It doesn't matter. I mean, I know that it cannot solve all of their problems. It's psychological support. If any kids come and say, "Mommy, Daddy, don't worry, you'll be fine, or you should be okay." So okay, और क्या कह सकते हैं जी?
They could also say anything else, but something good. Not because do you know loads of children?
Yeah.
They swear a lot, and as like, because some parents, they can't get hold of the swearing.
Oh.
They can't get hold of drugs. They can't get hold of cigarettes. They can't get hold of being drunk.
Oh, right.
And some parents, they can't always, like, because some kids, they just want to do what their parents do, which is really bad.
Right.
Because when you do something bad, it's not going to make your life any better.
And you know that's bad.
Yeah, because it just ruins your whole entire life.
Yeah.
Because my teacher told me that, because she was telling us about mortgage and houses, and
So what? Your teacher was telling you about mortgage and houses. Oh,
Yeah.
that's very good. Then
And
she
rent.
was telling you how this system in this country works. How does it work when you take the mortgage and renting the house and living a house or buying a house. Not in a detail. I mean, they're not definitely preparing you to go for that. It's just giving you an idea, the inside of all
Yeah.
these daily routine. Okay, yeah.
because it was that time, it was maths.
Yeah,
And we were just learning
The
about
maths,
it.
yeah, okay, absolutely,
We
yeah.
weren't learning about it, but she just told us it.
Okay.
And then she said, but you don't need to worry about any of this stuff because your children
Yeah.
and you're 5, only like 10, 9 years old.
Yeah.
You don't need to worry about this
Yeah.
because by the time you're adult, then you have to worry. You have to pay your mortgages. You have to go to the bank, get your money, pay
You have
the
to go
rent,
through all
then
the
give you money
different-
back,
yeah.
and then do this, then
Consequences
do
of life.
that. Keep on doing this.
Yeah.
And then when you're done that, and then she said, if some parents, they just tell their children, but in my opinion, not in my opinion, like my teacher's opinion, she said, in my opinion, I think parents should not tell their children because you are 9, 10 years old,
Yeah.
and you need to live a good life, a happy life, until you get to those hard times and you start building up
Your
those
confidence.
consequences.
Yeah, absolutely. Because kids of your age, I mean,
They can't always worry about
Yeah.
mortgages, rent, going to the bank, get some money,
No.
pay for the house, then pay your money back, and then
Yeah. Yes, still
always worry about
we got a
that.
long life to, take all these
Because
different
adults have to worry
challenges.
about that.
Yeah.
Children have to have happiness. Like they have to live, because then when you're a child, you can't really like you can't. I'm trying to look for a word. It's something to do with happiness. Because when you're a child, you're like when you become a baby, you're living a happy life. When you're a toddler, become a happy life. Child, happy life. Teenager, happy life. Until you get to the age of at least 18.
18
Even
when you're
18,
when you're
that's
adult.
still a child.
Yeah.
But that makes you still turns into an adult. Because even though it still has the word teen in it, you're still an adult at that age.
Absolutely. So nobody deserves to be unhappy, and parents should give a best environment. That's what you call safeguarding sometimes. So negligence, sometimes not giving them proper lifestyle. So we should not talk anything serious in front of our kids. We should definitely give them a very good environment of live life happily. Also, if because some reason you find out the parents are not happy, they are like a bit tense or stressed out, doesn't matter, they haven't told you anything, but this has come from your child perspective, that you should say, don't worry, it should be okay, we love you. So giving you kind of supportive and kind words to your parents, and which makes the family's life easy. Zoya, we are having a short commercial break, and then we are going back to our show. Okay.
Stay tuned to Salam Radio after this short ad break.
Could you spare a few hours each month to provide support to people who are going through tough times? If so, Peterborough Samaritans are looking for volunteers who are empathetic and open-minded, and we'd love to hear from you. We run regular information sessions where you can find out more about what it means to volunteer for Samaritans. If you are at least 18 years of age and would like to know more, please email volunteer@peterboroughsamaritans.org.
Attention foodies! Discover a world of flavours at Pack Foods, the largest ethnic supermarket in Peterborough. Shop our vast selection of authentic ingredients from around the globe, including spices, marinated fish and meats, and exotic fruits at incredibly low prices. And the best part? We offer free parking. No more hunting for a spot. Come visit us today and explore the incredible range of flavours at Pack Foods, 232 Lincoln Road.
At Cake Inn, all our cakes and slices are freshly baked for that delicious taste. At Cake Inn, we bake 100% vegetarian and halal eggless fresh cream cakes. Delicious flavoured cakes for birthdays and weddings, ceremonies and all other occasions, with free customised messages, even balloons and candles too. Order for delivery or collection from Cake Inn, 489 Lincoln Road, PE1 2PE, and your cake could be ready within 2 hours. Find out more and order online at cakein.co.uk or call 01733 496 584. Satisfy your cravings at Ibrahimi Buffet Restaurant. Enjoy a tantalising variety of Chinese, Italian, Pakistani and comfort food favourites, from starters to desserts. Kids under 5 dine for free, so bring the whole family to our restaurant at 63 Sycamore Avenue. Open every day from 5pm to 10:30pm. Call us on 01733 313131 or book online to reserve your table. Ibrahimi-restaurant.co.uk. Every bite is a delight at Ibrahimi Buffet Restaurant.
Fancy the true taste of Middle Eastern Kurdish food? Asia Restaurant gives you the unique fusion of flavours from Turkey, Iraq, Syria and Iran. Eat in at 5 Fitzwilliam Street, Peterborough, PE1 2RU. Or order through Just Eat, Uber Eats or order through our website, asiarestaurant.co.uk. Call us on 01733 562 530. Asia Restaurant, the true taste of the Middle East.
Discover peace of mind with Islamic wills from W&P Legal and Mariam Khan. Expertly tailored to respect Islamic principles and UK law, ensuring your legacy is honoured. We offer tax-efficient wills, probate, lasting power of attorney and more. Trust us for a culturally sensitive estate plan. Your legacy, our priority. Call W&P Legal now on 01778 252 301.
Broadcasting 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. This is Salam Radio.
Alright, एक दफ़ा फिर हम सब आपको वेलकम करते हैं अपने शो मम्मी मी रेडियो नेविगेटिंग द यूथ जर्नी और आप इस प्रोग्राम को सुन रहे हैं और देख रहे हैं थ्रू 106.2 FM सलाम रेडियो की तरफ से सोया प्रोग्राम में कमर्शियल ब्रेक से पहले आप बात कर रही थी कि बच्चों को पेरेंट्स की कैसे हेल्प करनी चाहिए आर वी डूइंग गुड फ्रॉम अ चाइल्ड्स पर्सपेक्टिव और उसमें आप बहुत सारी बातें बता रही थी कि आप कितना अच्छा कर रहे हैं तो आप मज़ीद कैसे इसे बेहतर बना सकते हैं इस पे आप थोड़ा रोशनी डालिए कैरी ऑन प्लीज
So children, I keep on saying the word children. So kids, they are like the most helpful from one of your blood, from your blood, because children, they are your like
the part of your body, isn't
part
it?
of your body.
Yeah.
They're your love. They're
Yeah.
your child.
Yeah.
Like you need to look after them, and you're just thinking, how would my child act if I looked after him? And because some parents they get worried,
Yeah.
they want the child to be bright.
Yeah.
And so, child perspective, I think we are doing right now. We're doing like a bit better than before. Before like 1964s.
Right, 1964. Where is this 1964 coming from?
I don't know from the 300s.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know.
So you think the parents of this generation they are doing better than kids of old generation? आप उनसे ज़्यादा अच्छा कर रहे हैं
Yeah.
अच्छा तो आप ज़रा बताएं कि चलें हम बात करते हैं मैं एक पेरेंट हूँ लेकिन जाहिर बात है आई बीन थ्रू अ लाइफ ऑफ अ चाइल्ड तो मैं क्या करती थी और आप क्या करती हैं अगर हम कंपेयर करते हैं आप कहते हैं आज के बच्चे ज़्यादा अच्छा कर रहे हैं पेरेंट्स का ठीक है तो मैं समझती हूँ कि इन ऑल डिफरेंट एज ग्रुप्स kids they are trying the best they can do for their parents लेकिन ये सारी ट्रेनिंग उनको पेरेंट्स से ही मिलती है
Yeah.
अगर आप उन्हें अच्छा समझाएंगे सिखाएंगे और अच्छी ट्रेनिंग देंगे अच्छा माहौल देंगे तो वो भी आपको दे ऑलवेज पे यू बैक इन द सेम कॉइन्स बल्कि उससे ज़्यादा अच्छा क्योंकि ये ट्रेनिंग का हिस्सा हो जाता है कि आप बच्चों से जो उम्मीदें लगाते हैं वो उम्मीदें जब ही पूरी होती हैं जब आप उन्हें एक अच्छी एजुकेशन अच्छा माहौल फराहम करते हैं फ्रॉम द डे वन जोया आप समझती हैं कि बच्चे दे आर डूइंग वेल तो मैं कहती हूँ आपसे एक एग्जांपल है जस्ट क्योंकि हम मोस्ट सिनेरियो से बात करते हैं अगर पेरेंट्स परेशान है स्ट्रेस है आपने बड़ी बातें की हैं अभी मॉर्गेज की कि बच्चे जैसे मॉर्गेज होती है रेंट है ये सारी बातें पेरेंट्स नहीं करते उनको नहीं बताते लेकिन अगर पेरेंट्स किसी वजह से भी परेशान हो तो बच्चों को उनको हेल्प करनी चाहिए अगर किसी सिनेरियो में पेरेंट्स परेशान है स्ट्रेस नज़र आ रहे हैं बच्चों को क्या करना चाहिए उनको रिलैक्स करने के लिए
बच्चे को because when parents are worried, they get like nervous. They're like, what shall I do? What shall I do? And then because parents they have a life too. Not all people have like one life and then just force the other person to not live their life.
Yeah, that's very good of you. आप बड़ी thoughtful है कि पेरेंट्स की भी लाइफ होती है तो उस लाइफ को आगे अच्छा करने के लिए बच्चों को क्या करना चाहिए?
It's like Rapunzel. It's like Rapunzel because so one day there was a mom and dad and they had a daughter called Rapunzel. And so on. They really wanted a baby. And then one day a baby was born. And then the wife, she saw some crops from an enchanted house. And it was apparently a witch's, an enchanted witch's house. She had lots of crops and lots of like, I don't know, broccoli, cucumber. I forgot the word. It was something like purple.
Is it aubergine? Eggplant.
Yeah, eggplant, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah,
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 I think.
yeah.
I'm not sure. Probably
Yeah.
not eggplant, but something else. It's like something like violet color. And then she saw it, and then she says to her husband that, I'm really drooling for those crops. Can you please get me some?
Yeah.
And because and then he was like, yeah, but this is the enchantress house. We
Yeah.
can't go there. And then the wife says that if I don't get these crops, I'd rather die than live. But if I do get these crops,
Yeah.
we will be able to have a good life and have a baby and be able to have those crops. And I don't know, she used to like it with some sauce or something.
Yeah.
And so the husband, he went into the garden. He got the crops and he came back and gave it to the wife.
Yeah.
And said, here are your crops. And then she started eating them and loved them so much. But then the next day, the enchantress came out, knocked on the door. They're all like, who's this?
Who's this?
Who's knocking at this time? And then the husband goes to the door, opens it, and sees the enchantress knocking at the door. And as soon as he opens it, he sees her black cat with her black dress and with her pointy nose. And then she says, I know that you took my crops. And then he was like, that's because my wife, she's pregnant. And so she really wanted your crops from your garden. So I went to get them. And so I got them and then I gave them to my wife. And it was like, and then the witch said that, how dare you take my crops from my garden, you little thief. And then they were like, oh, what should I do now? And then the witch said, fine. But on one condition, I will let you take all of my crops each single day whenever you want to. On one condition.
Yeah.
And then the husband says, yeah, I'll do the condition. And then, but he thought it was easy. Because they wished for a baby.
Yeah.
But the enchantress said, on one condition, that if you give me your baby, you can take all of my crops once and for all. The story finished.
Yeah.
But then
why are you telling the whole story of Rapunzel? What is the moral? What is the theme behind the story, Zoya?
Because the witch wants to take Rapunzel and wants to keep her in a tower.
Oh.
She keeps him in a tower. Keeps her in a tower. And she has lovely blonde, purple dress and a long blonde hair. It was about bigger than this room.
Yeah.
Bigger than this room. Her hair was long, really long. And so,
excuse me.
So, as she was in the tower, one day, a prince came and said to her, hi. And she wanted to take him, but the witch did not. Because he kept on coming every single day. And said to her, no, they made up a plan. Rapunzel said, this is from another story, but I'm just adding it. And then they made a plan.
And what happened at the end? Did we
Because
summarize it?
The witch didn't let the Rapunzel live her own life.
Oh. So, yeah.
Because
she
the
left
witch,
the tower then.
Because she had long, luscious hair.
Yeah.
And so she pulled her hair out the window. Because the witch, when she kept him in the castle and took the baby, because they said they agreed to take the baby, because they really wanted the crops, but they were thinking, why should I give the baby? And then they had a little conversation, and then, they took the baby. She took the baby.
तो Zoya, इस पूरी कहानी का मतलब क्या हुआ? इसमें हम
that the witch is not letting her live her own life.
Oh.
Because the prince, the witch always used to she used to call, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Because you had long luscious hair.
Yeah.
So she used to throw her hair out the window. She used to climb it up. I don't know how that didn't hurt, but
So,
brackets.
if I ask you, the main theme of the old story of Rapunzel means that parents should live their kids, live their life.
Yeah.
And if you let them live their life, they also help you and cooperate you to live your life as well.
Yeah.
But having said that, you should really understand sometimes parents, conditions, not condition in a wrong way, that parents are going through lots of hardships. They're bringing you up, they're giving you about the different facilities, luxuries, necessities of life. They're trying the best you can. And then when you're grown up, you can do the way you want to live. But it's a two-way traffic, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you should train them so well. You should give them love, care, and at the end of the day, they will going to treat you better. You don't reinforce them and don't put all the pressure on the kids. But you just deal with them like your friends, like a part of your family member, and teach them, guide them nicely. Is that what you want to say?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if parents are really stressed out, again, my question, how parents of kids can help them in that situation?
Because whenever I'm upset, when my mummy sees me upset,
Yeah.
then she straight away asks me, what's happened? What's wrong? How do you feel? She tries to cheer me up.
Yeah.
Because do you know sometimes when parents, they have something that they're struggling on.
Yeah.
They sometimes have emotional feelings. They don't want to cry, but they have emotional feelings. Some people can't just keep it in.
Yeah.
Like, this is the water.
Yeah.
This is my eye.
This is water, this is your eye. Okay, yeah. And this
And-
is
and
it's hard
so
to control sometimes.
The water wants to push the eye, and the
The tears comes up.
tears comes out.
Okay.
And-
So if you're like what I understand कि अगर बच्चे जब parents उनको cheer up कर सकते हैं तो इस तरह से बच्चों को भी parents को cheer up करना चाहिए.
Yeah.
कैसे करें? अगर
By
parents
making them tea.
by bringing
by
a cup of
cheering
tea.
them up,
Cheer
by
them up.
saying enjoy करे, लेटे मेरे साथ, कोई Netflix movie देख ले मेरे साथ, कोई मेरे साथ game खेले, कोई अच्छी तरह से मेरे साथ ये टिक टैक तो खेले और
Just distract them. और क्या कर सकते हैं? और से बड़ा क्या कर सकते हैं आप parents खुश करने के लिए?
up you can sometimes you can do a makeup competition.
अच्छा और क्या कर सकते हैं इसके अलावा?
you can play dress up.
हाँ ठीक है और आप उनके साथ बैठ के स्क्रिबल्स और स्पेलिंग्स और कुछ भी
Yeah.
जिससे तो आपने बड़ा अच्छा कहा कि अगर पेरेंट्स स्ट्रेस्ड आउट हो तो उनको चीयर अप करें
But
देखिए जिससे वो खुश
beware.
होते हैं. Yeah.
Because if you have a brother,
Yeah.
beware.
Right. Okay, Zoya. तो ये आप बड़ी अच्छी बातें हो रही आप सेविंग की बातें भी कर रही थी मुझसे कि अगर हद से ज़्यादा जो है बच्चों को उनसे प्यार करना चाहिए और हर चीज़ उनके साथ डिस्क्लोज करना उनको देनी चाहिए उनका ख्याल करना चाहिए क्योंकि पेरेंट्स जो है आपके लिए सब कुछ होते हैं दे आर गिविंग योर लाइफ टू यू. तो वो आप क्या बताना चाह रही थी वो भी आप थोड़ा बताएं हमें सेविंग से क्या बात.
So saving, you should save because when you get money,
Yeah.
you
pocket
don't
money.
notice that when you are older, you don't sometimes notice that how much your parents have done for you.
Oh.
So sometimes you need to rely on that. You need to know. You need to remember how much my parents done for me. How it's like I didn't know I could have been on Islam radio. I used to listen to Islam radio all day long. Like every single time I was in the car going to school, turn up the radio, Islam radio.
So you're
That's
a big
all I
fan
heard.
of Islam radio already
Yeah.
before you started doing show.
And so when I was like about 6, 7, 8, 9, which I am now. So I started when I was in.
You started your savings. Yeah.
I started Islam radio.
Okay. So
Islam
you're telling
radio.
about the savings. So वो आप क्या बताना चाह रही थी parents के लिए?
Oh, did I just go off topic?
Yeah, that's what I'm just trying to bring you back.
So when you try to do your savings,
Yeah.
you basically you remember what your parents have done for you. Like my mum brought me on Islam radio.
Yeah. So savings
mom.
आपकी इतनी सारी जो बच्चों की सेविंग्स होती हैं वो क्या उनको क्या करना चाहिए आप बता रहे सेविंग्स
Share. Sharing is caring.
तो शेयरिंग किसे करना चाहिए पेरेंट्स को दे देनी चाहिए जब वो स्ट्रेस्ड आउट हो
Parents.
ओके सो आप कहना है कि अब उन्हें आप चाय बना के दें उन्हें प्यार करें उन्हें हक करें और अगर उनको हो सके तो
खेलें।
अपनी और हो सके तो अपनी जो शेयर आपने जो सेविंग्स की हैं वो उनके सामने ला के रख दिए कि देयर यू आर इफ़ यू नीड एनी हेल्प फ्रॉम द शेयरिंग्स और द सेविंग्स देयर यू गो आप उनको उनके साथ ही शेयर कर सकते हैं मे बी जस्ट शेयर देम अप अगर ऐसा मुमकिन है बट दिस इज व्हाट द जेस्चर्स यू नो दिस इज ऑल योर द बेस्ट थिंग यू कैन डू एवर फॉर योर पेरेंट्स यू डू दैट ये आप बताना चाह रही हैं अच्छा जोया एजुकेशन के हवाले से भी आप कुछ कह रही थी कि जो बेस्ट चीज़ आप पेरेंट्स के लिए कर सकते हैं वो है टू गेट बेस्ट एजुकेशन
Yeah.
वो कैसे है
To get best education, like you should be proud that your parents have given you education.
you should be proud of parents giving you education absolutely you are absolutely
You should be proud that your parents gave you education, because education takes a lot.
right okay
Education takes forever. Education is something that your parents gifted you.
gifted oh my god this is really good I like the way you're saying it it's like a big gift it's like whole life
Because if you
gift
didn't have anything,
Yeah.
say you didn't have education, you wouldn't be able to have a job. You wouldn't be able to help your parents. You wouldn't be able to get a job and have a good life and help your parents. You wouldn't be able to get clothes. You would be sitting on the streets. And thankfully, people have parents. We have jobs nowadays. Because now in Roman times, we used to have 1, we used to have X. That used to equal 10. I don't know.
Oh, right, yeah. So you have to just, this time of year, this time of, the modernized life, we are having all the facilities. But the parents, if they're giving good education, it's a gift for them. And because of that, you should do the best you can do in education, You should make your parents proud that you are doing very well, you're achieving the goals,
And plus,
you're
you get to
learning
learn.
skills with time. And that's what you can help parents with. So I think you're saying kids are doing well of this age because they are doing best education. They're taking best learning skills. They are helping and cheering up parents. They're respecting parents. They're obeying parents. They are looking after parents. They are having a good communication with parents. They're having a family time where they're sitting, talking, and having a detailed discussion with the parents. So, and they're protecting their parents. If anything happens, you feel like they want to save parents. They'd always come forward to save the parents. This is how you are telling that kids are doing the best,
Right thing.
right? And this is, but there is always room of improvement. And you said there still have to do be more like loving, caring, be more obedient, be more, interactive. And I like the way you said it, that sometimes parents don't have hold of kids or children who are going through, some other anti-social activities or drugs or other things where sometimes parents can't see you. So in that case, you always feel that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is with you, and parents who have done so much for you, you should not let them down. You should not let them down at any point, and try not to do anything which develops some जो family के लिए और community के लिए जो है शर्मिंदगी का बायस हो वो उसको avoid करना चाहिए as parents. So अब आज आपने parents के कुछ और क्योंकि हमारा प्रोग्राम का वक्त अब ज़्यादा नहीं बचता हम अभी मगरिब अज़ान ब्रेक भी लेंगे at 3:49 पे तो इस कुछ टाइम जो अभी हमारे पास मौजूद है उसमें आप कुछ और ऐड ऑन करना चाहें आज के प्रोग्राम के हवाले से कि और किड्स जो हैं वो आपको लगता है कि और क्या अच्छा कर रहे हैं पेरेंट्स के लिए कम्युनिटी के लिए
So, parents, kids, they should be helpful to the parents.
Okay. So kids and parents both should be helpful for the parents. और इसके साथ आज का प्रोग्राम में हाल से ख़त्म हुआ चाहता है क्योंकि अब थोड़ी देर में हमारे पास मग़रिब अज़ान ब्रेक होगी. So आज के शो में हमने डिस्कस किया पेरेंट्स के हवाले से और बच्चों के हवाले से कि how kids are doing the best from their perspective. तो नेक्स्ट शो में संडे को बिटवीन 3 and 4 दोबारा आपसे मुलाकात होगी और हम सब आपका फिर एक दफ़ा शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहते हैं ज़ोया में कि आज आप हमारे प्रोग्राम का हिस्सा बने. नेक्स्ट टाइम किसी और अच्छे से टॉपिक पे हम फिर आपसे मुलाकात करेंगे. तब तक के लिए हमें इजाज़त दीजिए. आप सब लोग अपना ख्याल रखिएगा. अल्लाह हाफ़िज़.
Love is.
listening to Salam Radio, and it's now time for Maghrib Azan. This Azan is sponsored by Park Foods. Come and see the difference.